Recently, the Somaliland flag was displayed at Africa's largest climate summit in Addis Ababa. But here's the twist: Somaliland is not officially recognized as a country. Why was the flag there? And what does it mean for this unrecognized nation? Let's find out. In 1991, as Somalia descended into civil war, the northern region of Somaliland declared its independence. This was framed as a reclamation of the sovereignty it briefly held in 1960 after British rule, before it voluntarily united with the South. For its people, this was a necessary step to escape the brutal conflict and rebuild their nation. Since then, Somaliland has built the hallmarks of a functioning state. It has a democratically elected government, its own military, and its own currency. While much of Somalia has been plagued by instability, Somaliland has maintained remarkable peace, fostering a unique national identity and a vibrant civil society centered in its capital, Hargeisa. Despite this stability, not a single country formally recognizes Somaliland. The international community fears that recognition could set a precedent, encouraging other secessionist movements and threatening the stability of post-colonial borders. Officially, it remains an autonomous region of Somalia, a nation in all but name, its flag a symbol of an unresolved aspiration. Undeterred, Somaliland pursues its own foreign policy, leveraging its strategic location. It participates in regional affairs, especially around trade and security. Its presence at forums like the Africa Climate Summit is a crucial part of this diplomatic push, a way to act as a state on the world stage and argue its case for recognition through responsible global engagement. The second Africa Climate Summit, held in Addis Ababa from September 8–10, 2025, gathered leaders from across Africa to discuss climate change. Surprisingly, the Somaliland flag was among the flags displayed. It's important to note that this does not mean official recognition by Ethiopia or the African Union. Instead, it highlights Somaliland's practical role in regional matters. The appearance of Somaliland's flag wasn't an accident. It was a calculated decision that sparked immediate controversy. So why was it displayed? The answer reveals a complex mix of pragmatism, regional strategy, and delicate diplomatic signaling. First is the reality of practical engagement. Somaliland functions as a key regional partner. Its port of Berbera provides a critical economic lifeline for landlocked Ethiopia. In a volatile Horn of Africa, Somaliland has also maintained remarkable stability and democratic governance, making it a de facto ally in security efforts. When it comes to shared challenges like climate change, ignoring a territory that controls a significant coastline isn't a viable strategy for a comprehensive regional solution. Second, it's a high-stakes act of diplomatic balancing. Ethiopia must navigate its formal relationship with Somalia, which claims Somaliland, while deepening its strategic ties with Hargeisa. Displaying the flag was a powerful nod to Somaliland, acknowledging its value as a partner. It was a calculated risk, taken knowing it would anger Mogadishu. For Ethiopia, the strategic benefits, especially port access, outweighed the diplomatic friction. This was a carefully calibrated gesture of engagement, stopping short of official recognition. Finally, the move is rich with symbolic recognition. For Somaliland, this was a major victory in its 30-year pursuit of international legitimacy. While not the formal recognition it seeks, seeing its flag at a major summit validates its claims of statehood and effective self-governance. It powerfully demonstrates that Somaliland is an active and visible player on the African stage, forcing the international community to take notice. The flag appeared because Somaliland delegates and supporters were present at the summit. Summit organizers allowed it to be displayed along with other African nations' flags, signaling inclusion in discussions, even though Somaliland remains unrecognized officially. The appearance of the flag carries major significance, starting with international visibility. For a nation largely isolated since declaring independence in 1991, this is a breakthrough. The world sees Somaliland participating in a major continental event, contributing to critical discussions like climate change. This visibility helps normalize its presence and challenge its diplomatic exclusion, showing it as a responsible actor on the African stage. This translates into diplomatic leverage. In a region often marked by instability, Somaliland has cultivated peace and democracy. This appearance strengthens its image as a stable, functional, and cooperative partner. It sends a message to international bodies that Somaliland is a de facto state ready to engage responsibly, which could positively influence future decisions on its recognition. The impact on national pride is immeasurable. For citizens who have built a nation without formal recognition, seeing their flag at an international forum is a deeply emotional and validating experience. It's a powerful affirmation of their identity and their unwavering belief in self-determination, reinforcing a strong sense of national unity and collective resolve for the future. Finally, it sets a precedent for future engagement. This symbolic gesture breaks a diplomatic barrier, creating a reference point for inclusion in other international forums, from trade to development. It may encourage other organizations to follow suit, creating a potential snowball effect of engagement that could pave the way for Somaliland's greater integration into the global community. Somaliland's flag at Africa's biggest summit may not make it a recognized country, but it signals growing influence and international visibility. This unrecognized nation continues to exist, participate, and make an impact, even without formal recognition. What do you think about Somaliland's flag at the summit? Should the world officially recognize Somaliland as a country? Comment below and let us know.